Hi, I'm Alex Archbold, and I've been buying and selling antiques since I was 9 years old. From basements to scrapyards, I'll look just about anywhere I can to find lost antiques and collectibles. And sometimes I'll go big and buy everything. I never know what's going to happen or who I'm going to meet. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc. Hey guys, good morning. This fine day, it's Sunday today, I am going to Denver to visit my brother Steve, and we're gonna go hit up some flea markets and hopefully find some treasure. He's also a collector like I am, so it seems like the last couple times we've gone out, he's found more than me, but maybe that'll change today. Let's go find out. We have arrived at the Mile High Flea Market. There's also been a Mile High lineup to get in here. But last time we were here, we found all kinds of stuff that was actually cheap or free. I don't know if we'll have that same luck this time, but we're gonna go find out.
Yeah, they got tons of shops there.
We are strolling through. The first part of the market is mainly a lot of shops with newer goods for sale. You know, everything from Lego that's not Lego and shirts that are, you know, different sort of shirts and stuff. But where we're trying to head to is just up ahead. And that's where people who come to sell stuff the day of the sale. So they brought stuff from home, or maybe they bought storage units. That's all in this area up here. And that's where we found great stuff last time. So we are gonna start on the far right and be systematic about it and kind of wiggle our way back up and down these aisles. It's hard because sometimes you see something you want to stop and look at, but you gotta be patient and come back to it. Oh geez, it goes all the way over. This is much bigger than last time we were here, Steve.
It's right there. I don't know if you want to look there first.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's look and see.
Work our way back.
It is absolutely packed. It's a beautiful day here today. First table we stopped at, there's some vintage Hot Wheels sets. They're about 20-25 bucks a piece or so. They're all there, they're in good shape. That's probably not a bad price, it's about what they're worth. But that gives me a little hope, a little promise that we might find some other, you know, cool little collectibles sitting around on the counter. Not much good just having one of these. You got to have two to talk to your buddy. Hey Steve, here's a mask. I should wear that and show up for dinner at Heather's tonight. Hello, Heather. I don't know why I'd laugh if I was a skeleton all of a sudden, but that seems about right.
How much is it new?
Some watches.
That old man mask looking thing, my son used to put it on all the time. I'd go in the bathroom.
Oh, and
I'd open the bathroom door.
he'd surprise you?
He'd standing there and
She's saying,
How much is this whole thing?
Red?
rodeo pinball. Does it have the ball in it? It does.
Yeah, it has all the balls.
It's good to have all the balls.
Pugs. Ha. Yeah, otherwise you might be waddling.
Oh. Hey.
There's a little Snoopy watch. Mechanical Snoopy watch, it's working. What are the prices on the watches here?
They jump around in price. Each one is, they probably, like, that's a $5 one there. Ain't worth
Yeah.
much. This is $20, so that's my best watch. I don't know, there's some others in there. You
Okay.
see some new ones over in this one. And those are $10 a hit.
Okay, so some of these might be like around 5 or so, something like that.
Some are 5, and something like this one here.
What about this guy here?
15.
The kids watch.
Snoopy, he'll be 15.
50. Oh boy, I keep picking the
15. Yeah, you got good
I
taste.
keep picking the $15 stuff.
KK, right? No, actually, I've got 44 of them.
Okay, I'll
He
keep
looks
having a
that
look.
high. Or he looks that high.
That's an oldie.
Ask you what are you gonna do?
So this is a very early stereoscopic viewer with the card. Actually has a bunch of cards in here. It's a nice piece, it's all complete. The only thing it's missing, no, it's got the handle on the bottom, so it's all there. The lens is popped out, but that's fixable. That's a cool little find right there. That's kind of cool. That's a giant bag of Lego right there. It's all actual Lego. It's a minifigures, it's worth a bunch of money, but it's a good sized sack of Lego. Finding all kinds of neat stuff here today so far. I'm hoping Steve, as usual, is finding more stuff than me. I'm getting fussy in my elder years now, Steve. I'm hoping to find maybe a cool old watch or maybe some old Hot Wheels cars or something. A little bit older than that, but you never know unless you look. You don't need any tools, do you, Steve? Or some fancy shoes? Not in this life. All right. This guy's got a bunch of stuff. Skis. Hard to tell. That's like, looks like an old camera case. There's an antique piano stool, clawfoot. So that stool right there, it's like 1900s era clawfoot piano stool, adjustable. It's got brass feet on it that hold a glass ball.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's a good piece. A lot of people prefer just to have the stool over the piano.
I use them in my room.
Oh yeah, what are you asking for that?
25 if you want it, but it has to be re-glued.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Steve made the bold move and he bought the piano stool. It was $20. If you guys are watching at home, you know that's a great deal. I don't think there's anything down this way. We're gonna go down the other aisle. I found a beat up Redline Hot Wheel, but I did find a nice condition Matchbox Ferrari for $1.50 each, and found a nice old 50s Timex wristwatch. So I'm gonna keep on hunting.
Give me a second, okay?
Thank you very much.
And I give you another 2.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me.
So we ended up getting this 1930s, 40s era ladies watch. Doesn't work, but you know, might be able to get that going again. It's cool. It is kind of cool finding out you have a brother who likes the same kind of stuff. He stopped, he's looking at these little train cars, Mini Tricks N scale. No engine, but there's a bunch of cars there.
This yours, you stand. How much?
What are you asking for your figures here? These are Jim Beam decanters. Steve, those are decanters as well. I had one of these radios when I was a kid.
That's a radio.
It's a transistor radio, yeah. You put a 9-volt battery in it. And... yeah, little Rolls Royce. Lego. All right. The hunt continues. Well, I was not making fun of Steve, but pointing out the fact he's having to carry a chair all around. And then I ended up buying this box, but it's full of old Lionel trains, and I got the whole box for $20, so I couldn't walk past that. So now we're both carrying heavy stuff. They'll have to find out if they've got a shopping cart rental thing here, which I think they do up at the front. So this has happened. We now have a shopping cart, but guys, this is what I bought for $20. It's a box full of Lionel trains with the engines and stuff. So I'll go through that and figure out what to do with it. But $20, that's a great deal. So funny, the random stuff that shows up at a sale. These are Toby jugs, Royal Dalton, 1982, so not terribly old, but that's actual Royal Dalton. Can't bring that back on the plane though. Little kid's electric guitar with no strings. Some pocket knives. I'm hoping I could find maybe a fountain pen. That's an older knife. Probably English. Good. You just have to look at everything, really. Fishing rods. I thought that was a person watching me. It's just a diving suit strapped to the wall. Some really old dolls. Some nice old books. German book, it looks like. Oh no, colonial furniture in America. So it's like a reference guide, probably from 1900 or so. Neat. I've lost Steve. He's taken off on me. I gotta go catch up. Haven't seen much for old Pyrex or anything like that. I don't know if this is the sort of market for that. I am finding lots of old toys. There's records here. I have no idea what records they have. Elvis. Fossilized shells. Oh, look, there's a case right here. How much are the cars in the case? So I'm kind of looking at, I ended up just finding a Redline Hot Wheel over in that case. You can imagine I'm happy about that. This is an Edison Ambarola record player. So you put your Edison reel in here. It works? Do you have the reels for it?
No, you can get them on Amazon or eBay.
Drew, what are you asking for this?
120.
120, yeah. It's nice that it works. It's a very early piece of history. It's cool.
1908.
Yeah, it's very cool. Little pipe wrenches, all kinds of cool stuff. So everything on this table is $1. And when you look at the Majolica teapot, newer one, but that's $1. I could buy that for $1. If I was home, it'd be a no-brainer. The fish jug, which is really cool. Everything's $1. I did find a nice little set of I'm trying to find smaller stuff because I have to pack it all home, but I found a nice set of gold-plated pens right there. That was $1 for a nice set of cross pens. So we are about 35 minutes in. Nearly filled a shopping cart between us. Steve's looking for DVDs. There's a lot to do here. They have like a carnival kind of thing going on. The kids can go on rides. There's bumper boats. It's actually kind of a fun place to bring the whole family. For me, I'm dead set on just trying to find as much cool treasures as I can. And so far, the scores have been aplenty. The best are the booths where people aren't committed to doing this full time and they're willing to just let stuff go really cheap. There's just buckets full of Lego minifigures there. Of course, people really like these things. Certain Lego figures can be worth like 50, 60 bucks or more if they came out of a special edition set or whatever, but yeah. We're gonna keep on digging, keep on looking. Sports cards, rookies, inserts, no commons.
I had a Giant. I paid like $800 for that, and the guy ran it over back in the semi. And then they had to go down and give me a new one, and I think that one was
Valentine, Bruce, both.
I still got that one. Oh, good. And then I got I'll buy something like this, but it's called...
Looked like it was autographed on the back, but I think it's a facsimile. Cool though.
It's like a $6,000 license.
There's also lots of people selling shoes here too. In fact, shoes seem to be a really big seller here. Most people that are here are looking for clothing and shoes. Steve and I are the only guys looking for like old records and collectible stuff, really. Hey Steve, did you see all the old records down there?
No, I didn't see.
I can go 2 for $5 on the records today.
Okay. Some older comics back here. Slightly newer. You never know. Sometimes you find the old 60s stuff if you keep poking around. Well, Steve's looking. Oh, that's Edgar Winter.
Yeah, so I just.
It's a little beat up, but
It's a fold-out cover that works really
of all the albino artists, he's my favorite.
2 for $5 or $3 each.
Well, he's looking through the albums. Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Yeah, these are all 2 for $5. Yeah.
Good album.
If you want another one, just give me $2.
I'm gonna look over at the next table here. You might think me silly to look for small toys and stuff, but you know, I'm buying toy cars for $1 or 2 for $1 here that I'm able to sell for 30, 40, 50 a piece. So profit is profit sometimes. You can't walk away from a good deal. It's hard to give you guys at home the scale of this place, but it is massive. My kids would love this, Steve. On the acreage, oh, they'd have a field day in that thing running around. What would you do with it? You and Mario?
driving around.
Just drive around the block?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. Coleman. Yeah, you find the weirdest stuff, like a cool little go-kart, toys, there's video games in random boxes. And what it is, I guess, is that most of these things that are here come out of storage units, and they get them, storage units go dirt cheap out here. One guy told me he bought a whole storage unit for $30 and got basically enough to fill his whole booth for the weekend. So for them, some great deals. And then it's not really priority what stuff sells for because they just want it gone. So good news for people who are here picking like we are today. But that also means that things are unsorted fresh out of the storage unit. So you actually have to dig through the boxes and see what there is. That would have been a fun find. Sure, if that was in a unit, that would have bumped the price up a bit. Onward and upward. Steve is finding some cassette tapes. I was kind of walking through and looking at some of the little toy cars. But I saw this, which was really cool actually. Oh, there's an old Superman Aladdin lunch kit right there. And everything is like about $1 or $2. Like, look at this. This is a carved wooden locomotive and tender. That's solid wood. Hey, Steve. This might be up your alley. I'm gonna show this to my brother. If you look at some of the tables too, find like there's an original Nintendo system. It has Anticipation, Nintendo's first video board game. And there's a couple other ones too. TNC Surf Designs, random games. There's also an old Atari system there. Kind of neat. You see anything, Steve?
Not yet.
I'm not sure if this qualifies for the strangest thing at the sale so far, but it's up there. When I'm talking about strange variety, oh look, it's a Steelers cozy. My brother-in-law Dorian's a big Steelers fan, but I'm sure he's got tons of that kind of stuff. If I see something real special, I'll pick it up for him. Somebody's championship, pretend championship belt, youth boxing belt. It's plastic, so I thought it wasn't real, but it is. Where did Steve get off to? Oh, he's over here looking at movies. Okay, forget the deer head. The thing you don't expect to see, the Silver Moon Chief slot machine there. Looks like a nickel slot full of nickels, 2,000 bucks. So not a bad price. At an antique store with the plating redone, you're probably looking about 3,500 or so. He says it's working. That's not something I can pack back on the plane real easy. And also, it's a couple $1,000s. But there is a metal Return of the Jedi lunch kit. Lots of skateboards and stuff. I'm gonna walk in and have a look and see what else there is. It seems like this guy's got some interesting stuff. Old cameras. I hear haggling happening in the background. All right, Steve, we're on the final lap. What'd you find?
Oh, just a old Spock glass.
But $2, right?
Yeah.
So that's not bad. And we stopped at a booth and they had this, which is a 1957 roughly Hamilton, I believe it's a Pacer, not a Ventura. It might be a Ventura. I think Ventura had a little different detail. Anyway, he doesn't know if it works. It's $100, but that, for if you know watches, that's actually not a bad price for this watch. It's the first electric watch ever done. And really cool. I know, good find. That was honestly a lot of fun. It is super hot. What is it, like 100 degrees out or something right now?
Real close.
Yeah, it is very warm. Bad day for me to wear dark jeans, but here we are. Steve, thank you very much for bringing me today.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Great time.
I think you got some good loot.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to go and divide up our loot. This feels like I went Halloween looking trick-or-treating with you. We're gonna dump out the candy and separate it when we get home.
Yeah.
But a lot of fun. Guys, thank you very much for tuning this video. If you're ever in the Denver area, don't come here because I want to get all the cool stuff. Nah, you should come. It's a lot of fun. There's lots of neat things. And I found numerous antiques that were mixed in the bunch. You know, I found an old Hamilton wristwatch, Redline Hot Wheels, just all sorts of neat things. So a great day. Tune in for more episodes. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to do that, and we'll see you all soon. Bye for now.